Hello, Virgos. How are you? I have your awesome forecast for May right here in front of me. And I can't wait to share it with you. So I'm going to just jump in. I'm going to start with the big picture, and then I'll narrow it down and go over these awesome transits that we've got up here. So I'm going to start back in January of this year, and you may be wondering why. Some of you know why, and I'm going to validate you right now. Back in January, we had two eclipses, okay? Eclipses are strongest 3 to 4 months after they occur, which means April and May. This month, May, they are at their peak. And so I want to describe them again to kind of refresh your memory. They're really awesome. The first eclipse was January 5th. It was in 15 degrees of Capricorn. It was a solar eclipse. And here it is in your fifth house of fun and games and children and romance and sports and everything that is fun. And that is the area that was triggered. So your creative juices were triggered. Are you an artist, a writer, musician? This is the area that is activated. If you have kids, they want more of your attention. They wanted it then, they want it now. Then the second eclipse was January 21 in 1 degree of Leo. And here it is in your 12th house of behind the scenes activities. Now, you might be combining both of these. If you've got a lot of kids, they want a lot of your time. You need solitude and privacy. We get it. It can simply be that you just want to get away from it all. And with all this activity here, I can see where you would. You'd want to. And I'll explain in just a minute. So one says, get out there and party. The other says, pull back, retreat, and spend time alone, revitalizing yourself, re-energizing yourself, that type of thing. All right, now moving in closer. This month we have a new moon on May 4th in 14 degrees of Taurus. And it sits in your 9th house. I love the 9th house because it is the big picture. It is expansion. Think Sagittarius because that's the natural house placement for Sag. On the new moon, energy starts growing. So you may be thinking of higher education, going back and taking a course or two. This is long distance travel. Have you got your passport ready? This is a terrific time to go long. This is long distance travel. I think of the 9th house as plane travel and the 3rd house as car travel or bike travel. So the 9th house is triggered on the new moon and you've got the energy going and you're ready to travel and you see options you didn't know you had before. Then the full moon on May 18th is in the powerful sign of Scorpio, 27 Scorpio, 39 minutes. On the full moon, everything comes to a head. Well, this is the 3rd house of communication, correspondence, transportation, our mouth and our minds. And so there's lots of thinking. Are you writing a book? Are you doing a blog? Are you doing videos on YouTube? Are you getting in your car and road tripping? Because travel is triggered with both of these lunations. And on the full moon, everything comes to a head. So make sure the gas tank is full and hit the road. Now, let's talk about the rest of your forecast. Let's start with the sun, okay? The sun is the yellow planet. It is the giver of life. It's the center of our universe. It starts off the month in this 9th house. And that's what I'm saying. Are you traveling? Are you going to school? Are you working on a master's, a thesis, a dissertation? What's going on? Because you're ready to get on your horse and ride out of Dodge. And so that's what's triggered until the 21st. And maybe with 9th house activity, that's when you get your diploma. On the 21st, the sun moves into your 10th house of career, public image, authority, and you step into your career. This is the 10th house that is traditionally ruled by Capricorn, and so you are on top. Move into the lead position. Move into the top slot. Now, can you see why you would want an eclipse that gives you some solitude and privacy? Look at all this 10th house activity. But wait, there's more. Let's look at Mercury, the blue planet. It starts off in the 8th house of secrets and detective work and research and transformation. What's transforming? Your thinking. The 8th house is also other people's money. It's loans, it's debts, it's wills, it's taxes. It's helping other people with their money or focusing on your money that is in concert with another person's finances, joint finances. On the 6th, it moves into that beautiful 9th house, and you see the big picture, you understand. This can be the time that your education finishes, or this can be the time that you get on a plane, go someplace fabulous. On the 21st, same day as the sun, Mercury enters that 10th house. And Mercury, being what we think about and talk about, you're thinking about your career, you're talking about your career, and you can teach. You can communicate from a position of authority. I love it. So the 21st is a very important day because on that day, both the sun and Mercury move from Taurus into Gemini. Total change in energy. Okay, let's look at Venus. Beautiful Venus, the lesser benefic. It brings blessings. It's love, it's money, it's art, it's beauty. It's terrific. It's in your 8th house. And so there can be more money that you either give to other people or receive from them. If you are invested with another group or person, there can be income from that. Group income, partnership income. Your thinking and your love nature are both undergoing a transformation while they're in the 8th house. On the 5th, on the 15th, my handwriting is hard for me to read. I know it's impossible for you. That little 1 in front of the 5 was illegible. I hope it's better. I know you can barely see it, but it's the 15th of the month. Venus crosses into that 9th house and blesses and adds love to all your 9th house studying, traveling, visiting, thinking. Love becomes part of your philosophy of life. Now, I mentioned that the 21st was very important because both the sun and Mercury are changing signs and moving into your 10th house. Venus moves into your 9th on the 15th, and let's tie it up with a bow and look at Mars, the red planet. Mars is what we throw ourselves into. It's what comes first to us. And so that's what we fight with or fight for. This is the time while Mars, it has been in your 10th house during April. It's still there until the 15th. Move upward. Make no lateral moves. This is you climbing to the top. Go for it, Virgo. Go for it. On the 15th, mark that date, Venus changes signs, moves into the 9th. Mars goes from Gemini to Cancer on the 15th, moves into the 11th. And at that point, Mars expresses through Cancer, and it's a much more emotional sign than Gemini is. And so there is even more passion involved with Mars in your 11th. You will fight either with friends or for groups. You might throw yourself into a brand new group of friends. I think it would be magnificent because you can lose yourself in that. How great is that? It's also a good time to reconnect with old friends. And you might say, but that's Mars. I don't want to fight with anybody. You don't have to. Just throw yourself into your friendships. Now you see why you want to have fun and privacy. So, awesome forecast, Virgo. Have a wonderful May and come back in June and we'll talk some more. Till then, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.